Hi, welcome back to the Distressed Princess. I'm Rhonda, and here are the DIYs I'm working on today. I'm really starting to think outside of the box when it comes to these brass rings that you get at the Dollar Tree. They come in a set of 3, a small, medium, and large size. So for this project, you'll need to buy 2 sets because you need 2 that are the same size. And I'm using the 2 medium size ones. I'm also using this springtime decoration that came from the Dollar Tree, and it has sort of a ceramic tile center. But any of the wooden decorations like this from Dollar Tree would work. You just need something that would act as a pedestal. And here is a really exciting thing to find at the Dollar Tree now are these iron-on glitter transfer sheets, and I assume these are to use with your Cricut or your Easy Press or, to do vinyl projects. But I am going to use this just to cover up the design that's on this ceramic block. There is a shiny front side to this. It's supposed to be peeled off if you were using it on clothing or something, but since I'm not, I kind of liked that it had that protective layer since this is going to be a tabletop decoration that will need to be dusted and cleaned from time to time. So I'm just using regular school glue from the Dollar Tree to stick that pretty gold vinyl down onto the ceramic tile. The 2 brass rings are going to go one on each side of the block, and they are going to attach to the block at the bottom, and then the 2 rings are going to meet in the middle at the top, and we'll join those together with some jute string. You'll notice on the rings that there's a spot on all of them where they are welded shut, welded together. And so I like to cover that up because it's not the prettiest part. You want it to look like a smooth, seamless circle. So that's where I'm going to wrap the jute string around to join the 2 together. After I had wrapped about an inch or so around the 2 rings, then I just ended it with a knot and cut off the excess. Now, for this to actually stay on the block, you need some super good glue, and I'm using my Star Bond Thick and the accelerator so that I can get a really good strong hold quickly. I put the glue on the brass ring and I sprayed the accelerator on the block. And what the accelerator does is it makes the glue bond really fast, like 10 to 20 seconds. And if you want to try out some Star Bond glue, I'll put a link in my description box for you to try, along with a discount code. I held it in place for the 10 to 20 seconds until I knew that it was securely bonded, and then I repeated the process on the other side. And to decorate, I'm using these mums and leaves that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I cut them off individually from the stems so that I can hot glue them directly onto the rings exactly where I want them. And if this is going to be sitting someplace like a coffee table and you want the back side to look nice too, then you want to add some leaves to the back side so that all of that hot glue that you used to put the front side leaves on, that won't be showing. Then the only decision to be made is which really cute Dollar Tree fall decoration is going to sit in the middle. And I bought the fox, and he is so cute. I think he's going to be my pick to sit in the middle for me, but they also have the wood grain pumpkins that are really cute in white and in the brown wood grain color, and they have their wonderful ceramic pumpkins too. Or you could put a candle. In one of my previous videos, I shared with you that I'm remodeling my small bathroom, and I'm so excited to do an unboxing today of my Rainfall shower head that came from YitaHome. I picked this one because it's such a great update for my bathroom. It's modern and sleek. I just love how streamlined it is, and so much better than my old Chromey version. So here we go. This is the first time that I'm laying eyes on this. I have not even opened this box. You're gonna see it together with me. I can tell just by the box that this company really cares about their packaging. And so when I opened it up, I saw the instruction booklet, and I thumbed through it just a little bit, and it showed everything that should be inside the box, and also full assembly instructions that looked to me really easy to follow. When I removed the top foam piece, I was really surprised to see that all the parts were wrapped in additional soft type cloth material, not plastic. And I'm guessing this is to preserve the really nice finish on this product. Look how nice and sleek this is. It's made of a sturdy metal, and the black plating is supposed to be anti-rust. And I just loved the feel of this. It just feels very substantial and like it will hold up well. I just want to say that this seems really, really nice for the price, which is only $139.99. The parts that are used for installation, they seemed well built to me as well. The actual plumbing piece, it is really heavy. I think it's brass, but I don't know anything about plumbing, but it looks to be a really nice piece. I'm not positively sure what every little piece in this box is for yet. I won't until I begin to install it, but I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you anyway, just so you see everything that comes in the box. Well, I do believe that this is the arm that holds the shower head out away from the wall. And again, such a heavier, substantial feeling piece. Like it's gonna last a lifetime. Here's something that really shocked me. Cloth gloves. They're not even plastic. I'm not certain why that was included. I don't know, but it's so nice. And again, another nicely packaged piece in the cloth. And it's the plate that goes over the faucet, and it's for your hot and cold. I just love the looks of this. And this is the faucet, and it even comes with the piece inside that makes the water nice and soft and not just gushing out like the one I have now. So thank you to YitaHome for sending me this awesome set. It comes in black and chrome. I'll leave a link in my description box below so that you guys can check it out too. Now back to the DIYs. This calendar came from Dollar Tree. I was just so tickled when I found this because what a neat thing to be at the Dollar Tree. Now, I wasn't really happy with the wording on it, and I thought that it could be used in a cuter sort of way. So I'm going to cut that top part off and reattach this to something else. This is the thing that I'm going to reattach it to. It came from the Dollar General store back in the spring, and it was really cute, but I never did find a place for it, so now I'm finally going to get to use it. The first thing to do is get your really sharp utility knife and a cutting board and cut the top piece. It's kind of that MDF sort of board. Cut that top piece completely off. Next, I painted the calendar box with my Waverly chalk paint in the color Truffle, and it only took one coat. Then I wanted to cover up the original design, however cute it was, but I really want this to be a fall piece. So I'm using some scrapbook paper that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to cut that out to the size of the house. And I did that by tracing around the house, and then I flipped it over and put the scrapbook paper on top and pressed down against where that ridge of metal roof is. And that told me where to cut the line for the roof. I stuck the scrapbook paper down with regular school glue, and I hot glued the calendar box to the middle. The next thing is to make this stand up, which I thought I was going to use the tumbling tower blocks to do, but that really wasn't working out because the front side with the box was causing it to pitch forward. So then I had to go on to plan B. And plan B is to use this picture frame that is from the Dollar Tree. And I've already stolen a piece off the front. It had that really cute file folder tag thing on the front. But I'm going to use the piece off the back that makes it stand up. I'm going to just gently pull it off of this frame, and I'm going to hot glue it to the back of this house. Also, I think I forgot to mention the original metal hanger that was on this house. I just bent it backwards. You could probably remove it with some pliers if it bothers you. I played around with it until I got it to sit exactly how I would like it to sit, so I knew exactly where to put that stand on the back. And then I made a mark and I hot glued it down. Then I felt like it was missing a little something, and I realized that I liked it when it was a birdhouse. So I grabbed these chalkboard stickers that I've had. They came from the Dollar Tree, and I thought they were the perfect size circle for a little birdhouse entry. And now I can start counting down the days until the first day of fall. This fall placemat is part of the new fall collection at the Dollar General store. It only was $2, and I loved the colors in it, and I am a sucker for plaid. So I knew right away I had to use it in a project. My idea was to put it together with this Dollar Tree picture frame, and I'm going to cut out a piece of this placemat to fit right inside. But first, I wanted to paint this picture frame with my Rust-Oleum chalk paint in linen white because I just like painting things white. And it was just a very rough, quick coat because I love that wood grain showing through, so I didn't want to cover that up too much. Next, I had to cut apart the placemat because I'm going to use both sides. And the plaid side is going to be the background. And the maroon side, I'm going to cut the shape of a pumpkin. Plus, this is making the best use of this material because you have two separate pieces now to work with instead of just one. On the plaid piece, I used the glass from the frame to trace and cut around so I have a piece to go inside. Next, I'm going to use the piece off of this ball canning jar to draw 3 circles the same size, and these circles will become our pumpkin. Arrange the circles on top of the plaid piece so that they're overlapping and look like a pumpkin. And then once you have them looking the shape that you want, hot glue them in place. Next, I wanted there to be a stem for the pumpkin, and so I'm going to use my jute string and I'm going to hot glue it down in the shape of a stem. I thought that I was going to like the maroon color to work as a pumpkin because it's such a coordinating color because it was made with that placemat, but it was just too red. It was giving me apple vibes, so I decided to paint the pumpkin with some orange apple barrel paint. And the orange paint on top of that maroon red pumpkin turned it a rust color, which I really liked, and it still matched the plaid. Now the last part is to add the wording. I printed out Hello Fall mirrored, meaning backwards, just on my regular printer, and here is some magic. Cricut infusible ink markers. I love using these because they're just so easy to use. All you have to do is draw or color, and on regular paper, you don't even have to have special paper, and then use your iron or your heat press to transfer it onto your fabric. They are wonderful. So now I just had to pick out what color I wanted my wording to be. I wanted a little more interest than just the plain black, so I went with the darkest gray type color. Then all you do is go over the words with the marker. I'm using my Cricut Easy Press to do the image transfer, but you could use a regular iron. Just set it to the highest heat setting. In either case, you want to have something underneath your fabric to protect your surface. I set my Easy Press to 385 degrees and the time for 15 seconds. While the Easy Press is heating up, cut out your wording and get it ready to transfer onto the plaid piece. You'll need some heat-resistant tape to hold the image in place while you are transferring it so it doesn't move around. There was one step that I forgot to do before I taped my image down. You're supposed to preheat your fabric. Run your iron or your Easy Press over your fabric for just a few seconds to pre-warm it up, and I forgot that step. I like to use parchment paper from the Dollar Tree to cover my images when I'm transferring. The Easy Press is ready. You can tell by the green Cricut symbol. And so I picked it up and put it down, started the timer for 15 seconds. And when the 15 seconds was up, I did just a little peekaboo to try to see how we were doing. And I think because I forgot to do the preheat, it didn't transfer as well as I had hoped. But that's all on me. I've done this before and it transferred just fine the first time around. So I'm just going to give it another quick 15 seconds. And the second time around, yes, it was much, much better. And then the last step is just to put your nice design into the frame and you have a custom fall decoration. Now let's take a look back at all the fall DIYs today. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all got some great ideas and I've inspired you to run out to the dollar stores and see what you can find to make your own. And if you liked this video, give me a big thumbs up, consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.